All right, we're going to jump into the practice problems from 1.2a, segments and segment addition. Remember, our goal is to find segment length by using segment addition and congruence. We have already talked about the review. We've already talked about the new vocabulary in previous videos. And if you're ready to check some of your practice problems, we are going to jump into that. So I'm going to pause this guy and I'm going to jump ahead to my practice problems. All right, we're going to start our practice problems here. To do that, we want to make sure that we are reading the questions thoroughly so that we know what to do. So the first question here, it says, find the length of segment GH, and over here we're given our diagram. So when we look at our picture, we need to find G, we need to find H, and then this guy in the middle, that is what our question mark is. If you look at that, do you notice that we have a left part, a right part, and right up here we have the whole segment. So if we want to write an equation for this, we can say that 21 plus something has to equal 36. Now in math, what do we normally do for that something? We put in an x. So that's our x. This is our equation to solve this. Some might just say, well, can't you subtract out the 21 that we have in that diagram? And sure you can. It turns out that you get 15. That means this right part right here is simply 15 units long. GH equals 15. Notice up here, there's no bar because we have on this side a number. That is something worth studying. Make sure that you know that. Let's jump down to the next question. And we read the next question. It says, T is between R and P, and we need to draw a picture. Over here I have something that it's important for us to think about. What does the word between mean, and does it mean two equal parts? And the answer to that is no, it does not have to be two equal parts. It's just somewhere in the middle. So if we draw our segment from R to P, we are going to put T somewhere in the middle. It can be anywhere on this segment. It can be very close to R. It can be very close to P. It can be somewhere in the middle. Now we're going to read the rest of our statement here. It says, if RT is 2x minus 5, and PT is 27, and RP is 5x plus 10, find x. So I circled the numbers, I underlined the question, or what it asks us to do. Now we're going to take those and we're going to put them on the picture. 2x minus 5, it's going to go between R and T. Here's R, here's T, right there, 2x minus 5. Then I look at the next one, PT. That's 27, between P and T. Here's P, here's T, 27 goes there. Do you notice right now that we have a part and a part, the left side and the right side? Then it gives us 5x plus 10. That's R to P. From R to P is 5x plus 10. That's the whole thing. So we have two sides and the whole thing. So I'm going to slide this guy over just a bit, and I'm going to set up an equation. I'm going to take the part on the left, 2x minus 5. I'm going to take the part on the right, the 27. I'm going to add them together, segment addition, and equal it to the whole thing, 5x plus 10. Now we're going to solve this equation. First thing we like to do is add like terms if we can. This minus 5 and 27 are both on the right, so we're going to add that together and make 22. And on the left, we still have 5x plus 10. Then we're going to collect like terms. That means I'm going to take this 2x, and I'm actually going to move it to the right because I want to keep everything positive when possible. and I'm going to subtract 2x because the positive 2x above it will add to 0. So these guys are gone. The 22 comes down. I add these two together and I get 3x, and I bring down plus 10. Now I'm going to take that plus 10 and I'm going to move it back to the other side. Move that over there, so I'm going to do that by minusing 10. 22 minus 10 makes 12. Bring down the 3x. And my very last step in solving most equations is to divide by 3. My answer is x equals 4. Always go back, double check. Does that find what they asked you to find? And they did say find x. And so that is it. I'd like you to try the next 4 questions, and then we can start them. So I'm going to have you pause right here, and if you can try those first, that would be awesome. All right. These last questions right here, they are asking us to, using segment addition, set up equations that would be used to solve for x. So the important thing right there is that we are going to just set them up. We do not have to solve them. So remember, we're looking for part plus part equals whole. Sometimes left and sometimes right. Could be top, could be bottom, but always equal to the whole thing in the end. So for part C, notice that I have AC as one part, CB is the other part, and 5x is the whole thing. 12 plus 18 minus x, and that equals the whole thing. Part plus part equals whole. Look at D. I do have this part on the right. That's pretty easy to see. This guy right here, I'm missing a part there. I do see the whole on the bottom, 22. And I have this piece of information right here, and I have to read this. It says AB is equal to x. Go back and look at your picture. Where is A? Where is B? Oh, that x goes right there. So now I know this guy is x. My part is x. My other part is 4x plus 12. And the whole thing is 22. Part plus part equals whole. Jump down to E. When I look at E, I do see the 2x underneath BC, and I see the 3 plus x underneath AC, but I don't see the whole. And again, always look at all the information. It says A to B. Here is A, here is B. In this case, they give me the whole part instead of the part like we did in D. So for this guy, it's 2x plus 3 plus x, equals 15. Part plus part equals whole. On the last question, I have this part, I have this part, and I have this guy right here, the whole, A to C. My part is 8, my other part is 11, and my whole is 2x plus 1. Some might say, well, in this one, can't I just add those guys together and give you 19? You sure can, and you're going to need that to solve for x. To finish this, if they ask you to do this. These questions right here are for sure something that you would want to study for your test. Make sure that you can do any of those questions. Those would all be good test questions when it's time for that. Good luck. We'll talk in class.